Okay, for today's video, I just wanted to give my thoughts on some of the new Pokemon like revealed stuff. And yeah, we'll just get right into it. So starting with the 30th celebration, and I think there's been like some cards that have like been talked about like are possibly going to be returning or are going to be in this set, like possibly some like the split cards, like from the I think that was like the Heart Gold, Soul Silver era, or I know it was in like the Gen 4 era of cards, but at least the ones that got revealed today, I'll be honest, I'm not that crazy about them, which might be a hot take, but yeah, first up, the Mew and the Mewtwo. These are the ones that I think have already had been shown, but like got like fully revealed today. Like I think we'd seen like glimpses of the artwork pretty much, but this is the first time fully seeing them. Like I think they look good, but like just to be honest, I'm just not as big of a Mewtwo guy as some people. Like I love them, but they're not like my top Pokemon, if that makes sense. So I think that's why they don't do as much for me personally just yet. Um, and yeah, just continuing down. Then they've got like a set of Pikachus with the 30th anniversary. I mean, I think they look super cool, but once again, like obviously I like Pikachu, but Pikachu's just not the top of my list, so like just doesn't do as much for me. I do think they are awesome though. Like I love seeing the variety of Pikachu's with the 30th anniversary, but yeah, so far nothing like I have to get just yet at least. And then some an Umbreon and Espeon, just regular card. I mean, I know these are going to be popular just because they are evolutions, and I do really like both of them. In fact, I'm currently doing a series, a playthrough of a game, and I'm using both of them. So yeah, that I know I've got videos that need to be uploaded, but yeah, I'm currently doing a playthrough of a game, and I have both of these, so that might give you some timeline wise where I'm at, depending on when those videos come out. But and then they got some IRs revealed, and I mean they look awesome. I mean Lapras is great with the oh my gosh, the Psyduck. I was blanking on that, but literally I was watching a video like either I think it was yesterday of people literally looking for cards with Psyduck just like in the background, but not Psyduck cards. So I bet that will be a popular one. And I mean Lapras is obviously very popular on its own, and I love the feel in it. The Zorua does look amazing. I really like it. Rock looks really good. So does the Drifloon. I really like that. Honestly, what it kind of reminds me of, if you played the current season of Fortnite, they've got like I think it's like Wonky Land, and I know it was like the same. It was like the South Park themed one for a bit, but like with the roller coasters, that's what it kind of reminds me of right now. But yeah, I really like the Hisuian Zoro. Oh, I forgot to turn my phone off. Do not disturb. So yeah, we might get some notifications. Um, Sylveon and Greninja, just some regular EXs. I think these are maybe throwback ones, but look really cool. Obviously, these are going to be big hits. Just a retro Charizard. I know they've done these versions of this card many times, but it's always a hit. I do really like it because I actually don't think I have a version of it yet, and I wanted to get one, so maybe this one will just be a cheaper one, hopefully at least for a bit. And then Pikachu Zekrom. I love the tag team era, as a lot of people did, so love to see that. And yeah, you can watch the full video. I'll put a link to the full 30th celebration video. I think they're pretty much just showing off all these cards, but yeah, I mean, I really do like the set, but just gonna be honest, for me personally, I'm gonna have to see a little bit more before I'm like dying to get the set almost, if that makes sense. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try for the set, like who's not going to, but at least so far right now, there's not been anything that's like, I have to have that or whatever. Like, there's not been any like my favorite Pokemon, but there is something about one of my favorite Pokemon that we're gonna talk about right now. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to talk about was the Legos. So yeah, these, I don't know if these have been officially posted or if they got leaked or whatever, but I'm going to show them right now, and hopefully this doesn't affect anything. But yeah, these are some of the new Lego Pokemon sets that got revealed. And I will say, I really liked the first batch of the Pokemon Legos. I do think they were a little overpriced, I will say, especially like the big 3 set, which obviously I know it's a big, huge set, so it makes sense. I know Legos just aren't that cheap, but still. My favorite, honestly, the first wave was the Eevee, or maybe like some of the like promo ones, like the Gym Badge set or the Pokemon Center. But I know those two were like, I think, limited or something, or like you had to like buy them with something. So I just didn't bother with them. We'll probably get the Eevee at some point, but I did want to show off these Smart Brick sets. And I will say, I don't really care for. I know the Smart Bricks have been like kind of a controversial thing. Speaking of Lego, I know there's a lot of controversy with it right now. Not on their part specifically, but with the whole bricks of anything thing. That sounds crazy, but obviously I'm way more on the Pokemon side than the Lego side, so not here to talk about that as much. But I absolutely love a few of the sets, but only one I'm like for sure wanting to get, and yeah, it's the Garchomp Umbreon. If you don't know, that's literally 2 of my top 3 favorite Pokemon, so yeah, 100% going to try to get that one. And luckily for me, it's one of the sets that appears to be like just the Pokemon and not as much of like one of the ones that's like a car or whatever. But yeah. And then the one other thing I did want to show off are these Lego Ideas ones that you can vote for, and I think these do look excellent. I will say there's one that is my favorite, and I'm glad to see it's getting a lot of love because I know it's not the most. It's probably the least popular Pokemon of the 5 here, but my favorite is the Joltik. I mean, I'm a big Gen 5 person, and I just think that card looks excellent. Also, really like the Gyarados. Um, I like the Arceus a lot. Um, my least favorite two are the Rowlet and the Mew, just to be honest. Um, yeah, my favorite 100% is the Joltik. The more I look, I'm probably going to vote just for the Joltik because I think you can vote, and I will make an account just because it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite of the 5. It's probably my favorite of the 5 Pokemon, but it's also probably my favorite of the artworks by far. The more I see it, I'm not as crazy with the Mew. And like I was saying earlier, I'm not as big as a Mew fan as some people, so, take that with a grain of salt or whatever. But I don't know, something about the face just is kind of weird looking to me, and I don't know, like the background isn't as good to me either, like it's just Mew kind of. And Rowlet's just my probably least favorite Pokemon of the group, and I don't know, I just am not as crazy with the card either. The Arceus itself looks amazing, and it is really cool seeing the Pokeball, like the Pokeball effect. Um, so yeah, I do really like it. And then the Gyarados, I just think looks really good as well. But the Joltik is easily my favorite because I think I saw something, and you can literally take the Joltik out of the card. So hopefully they either just make multiple, like they make all 5 of these. But I for sure want them to make the Joltik. And I would be kind of surprised if they make the Joltik first, though, just because it is, like I said, probably the least popular of the 5 Pokemon here. But it does seem to be getting a lot of votes, and it's definitely my favorite. But that's it. I just want to, like I said, have a quick video here just talking about the new card reveals. And like I said, I'm sure the set's going to be crazy, but so far at least there's not been anything like I'm as crazy about, just to be honest. I mean, and like if they do like the split cards or whatever, like the Darkrai and Cresselia, and it's like the ones that like it form 2 cards, I'll probably be crazy about those. But just so far what's like got revealed today, at least it's just not done much for me, to be honest. And then I did just want to talk about some of this Lego stuff because it is pretty cool. So yeah, would definitely recommend checking out like the votes or whatever. I'll put the link to it too as well. But that will be it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out.